Hello, very warm welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally. This is the third time I'm doing this. Every time I went to start, my hubby came walking in and I just got to say, or so this is the third time, but I have told him I'm starting my video now, so it should be okay. It's Monday, the 10th of November, 2025, and this is episode number 94. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. And oh, got little Suki with me. Suki, do you want to come and say hello? Suki, you want to come and say hello? Want to come and say hello? No, she's only got a little bed under here, so she just likes to be with me all the time. But anyway, that's little Suki. Now, before I start showing you the beautiful makes that have been sent in, I seem to be having a bit of a problem with my emails. I know I've lost one definitely because I got a lovely picture of like a little dog in a Halloween outfit, but it's just disappeared off my emails. So I need to delete a few. I know. I think I've got too many in my inbox. So I'm really sorry if I've missed anybody or missed any gorgeous makes that you've sent. If you want to send anything again to me, and I'll show them. But really sorry about that. But I'm hoping there's not more than just the one that I've missed. Um, but like I said, if you want to send again, and I can show next week. Um, but anyway, let's get on to the first pictures that I want to show you. This is from the lovely Mr. Pippin. Hi, Mr. Pippin. Thank you for your lovely, lovely email. And these are what you've been up to. Now, for this pattern, they're jellyfish skulls, which are really unusual. And the pattern was paid for pattern from Etsy by Tanati Crochet. And look at the jellyfish skull. Jellyfish skulls is the pattern. But look at the lovely yarn as well. I'm not sure what the yarn is, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Hang on, going the wrong way. So we've got that one. Look at lovely orange and yellow, because she did them in Halloweeny colours. Aren't they lovely? Gorgeous. Lots of little curly cues there. There's another one. Love the oranges and the lovely black eyes. Now these little teddies that she's done. This is the pattern by the lovely Cassandra from Craftably Ever After. We did the little bear in the box. In the box or suitcase, whatever. And you put your little bear and got your little container, so it was all together. The bear in the box pattern, and this is Cassandra's bear. The travel bear was the other one. So that's one. That's one with the little orangey dress. Gorgeous crocheting. Look at the three little wise bears, or three little monkeys. Aren't they just lovely? All ready for their little Halloween party. Look, she did the little trousers. That was a lovely, lovely pattern that Cassandra's got. Sorry, I'm going on to Margaret's there. That was a lovely, lovely pattern from Cassandra, and it was she does really lovely written patterns and easy to follow. And it was just for the lovely little bear, and then she'd got the clothes that you could put the little outfits on, the little dresses and the little jumper, little sweater, and the trousers. So they're absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Miss Pippin, for sending those. Very kind. And the next pictures that I want to show you are from the lovely Margaret. Morning, Margaret. And she's knit this. She's knit two. This is one of them. Just look at that yarn. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? The pattern's beautiful too, with the lovely pattern. Look at the little buttons. Can you see, like little flowers? But the yarn is Yarn Smith's, which is Wool Warehouse's own yarn, and this is Pebble Haze in Aran. And I haven't tried the Pebble Haze, but I'm definitely going to. I know a lot of you use the I know, Mary, you use it as well, don't you? The Yarnsmith Pebble Haze. So I'm sure you do, yeah. So I've definitely got to try that. She'd done two sizes for her granddaughters, same but just two sizes. Um, and then this this whip, this was a really old sleeping whip that she's dug out, and this yarn is Spanish Katia brand yarn. It's Katia Belize cotton and acrylic blend. She started it years ago. I think she said, was it 10 years ago? A long time ago. And she's finished it off. I'm going to use it as a project bag. But aren't they lovely colours as well? I've got a feeling I've got one ball of that. I'm sure it's Katia something. But it's quite unusual, so I'm not sure what to do with it. But that'd be a lovely project bag, wouldn't it? Yeah, so she's going to use it as a project bag. And she's also working on, she's got two blankets, a cardigan, and a granny square bag that she's working on at the moment. So they'll be lovely. Hopefully we'll see pictures of those when you've finished, Margaret. And the next picture I want to show you, it's from the lovely Dot. Morning, Dot. I know you watch this later on this evening, but Dot's been she can knit and crochet, but she's having trouble with her shoulder at the moment, so she's off crocheting for a little bit. So she's took up sewing again. She's got a sewing machine out, and she's got a lovely pattern of a soup bowl holder, but I can't, it's on my phone and I'm filming on my phone, but I can't seem to send it to my tablet for some reason. But I'll show you those at another time. But this is also, she's done this, it's a little bag, it's for her grandson, for when he's sitting in the back of the car. I think you hook it over the headrest so you can put your little toys in or snacks in or a drink or it, and he loves space, anything to do with space. Oh, that's doubly. So can you see the little boy on the space rocket? And it's like a little bag that she's made. That's lovely, absolutely gorgeous. I'm just looking at what that is, Dot. Here you've got like a, is that like is that a piece of fabric with tape measures on? You have to show me that. That looks nice. It looks like a cloth or something, but it's tape measure fabric, and they're lovely. So hopefully see you tomorrow, Dot. I'll be probably coming on the bus with my crochet project. So see you tomorrow. So that's Dot's. Yeah, so that's all the photos. But like I said, I know for definite there's one missing, and I'm really sorry. If you want to send it again, and I'll show it next week. Now then, what did I do? Oh, I've had a bit of a funny week. I've had a week of, I don't know, feeling a bit sorry for myself and tired, and oh, I don't know, not like me at all, really. Whoops, I didn't finish that off. But the first thing I wanted to do, oh, my little doll. I'm doing a crochet along, following along with the lovely Litsa. Morning, Litsa, from Coco's Crochet. She's doing, I know I've mentioned this several times, but she's doing hashtag best dressed 18-inch doll cowl 2025. And I only joined in about March or April, something like that. So I was a bit like Natalie. Natalie's the same. She was catching up and she's caught up now. But I was one little item behind until I caught up for November for this month. Each month she picks a different designer, and a different outfit to make for the 18-inch doll. This is going to be for my little granddaughter Hope. I'm not sure about this Christmas, whether to give it her. It might be for her birthday next year, because like I said, she's only just gone 2, so not 100% sure. Anyway, I'm rambling. The project that I hadn't done was for, oh, I haven't even put which month it was for. Oh, I know. It was from March, so this was the only one I was missing. And it's by the Pretty Stitch, and it was the mini dress. And this is it. And mini, it's very mini. Look how short. Oh, that's my finger there. See how I forgot to put the button on. See, that's how unorganised I was this week. I just got to put a little button on there. But look, very short. Whoops. Her underwear there. So, and oh my goodness, this took most of the week because it was slip stitches. You slip stitched. Was it all slip stitches? I think it was. There was all bit was slip stitches. And then you did 3 rows, I think it was, of slip stitches, and then 1 row of double crochet in US terms. Then you used was it 4.5mm hook for this bit. Then you changed and you used a 5mm hook for that bit, because you didn't do any double crochets there. So, oh my goodness, such a little tiny dress. Took me forever. Took me about 3 nights, I should imagine. And oh, I was glad to see the back of it. I nearly gave up, but I thought, no, I'll persevere. So, because I haven't not long had the little doll, Belinda, her name is on the box. It was Belinda. Isn't she pretty? The blue eyes. So this month, he's got to do a little bandana for her, which I'll do. And I'll either have to make her some little trousers or a little skirt, or buy some little leggings, and then it won't be so bad. It'll almost be like a little tunic top, but very, very short. But anyway, got that finished, just got the button to do. And I did the colour yellow because I'm a bit, I'm double dipping a bit with Litsa's other crochet along, which is the Birthstones Cal. This month it's citrine, yellowy, so I thought, well, if I do that, it's just nice and bright yellow anyway. So I just need to do, for the crochet along, I needed to do a little hat, a little bandana, or some sort of a little hat. Could do a little messy bun hat, and then it'll go over that, a hair. But I'll go on to the Birthstones Cal in a minute. But while I'm on the subject of the 18-inch doll, I've only actually got these little whoop. Oh, she did a little ballet forward then. I've only got these. She came with a little ballet dress, little pink, frilly, lovely little dress, and she just came with these little shoes. So I thought, oh, that's, don't really look right with these. So, I started. I've got a pattern. This was a free Lovecraft pattern. It's AG, American Girl, button boots. And I thought, oh, I'll do some little boots. And it's just easy enough pattern. But did it say cotton? Oh, peaches and cream, which is cotton, I think. So cotton I've got handy was this white. This is DK though, some Stylecraft classic cotton. So I started making this little boot. I've done the bottom, and this was where you started to then come up for the side. But I tried that little boot on her foot, and it was nowhere near fit. It's so small. It stretched, and then it just didn't come right. I'd also tried to do a tutorial on YouTube. Can't just think what it was, because I thought, oh, I'm going to use this nice sparkly, do a nice little pair of shoes, but it looked a bit like the Mary Jane shoes. And that was so small as well. That was coming small. So I gave up. I thought, after doing the dress, I thought, no, I'm just wasting my time. You just think, give it up as a bad job. But I'm thinking now, this was DK and this was DK. So probably I needed Aran. I just wasn't, my Aran cotton, I haven't got too much Aran cotton, but I hadn't got it to hand. So I've got to undo that. I was using a 4mm hook with that as well. But I think I'm just going to have to undo that. And so I was wondering, it probably because I should have used like 4-weight at Aran. But I was wondering, any of you that have done little shoes or little boots, what yarn you've used and what hook and pattern, etc. Or YouTube tutorial, if you've got anything you could recommend, because I'll have to buy her some little shoes probably, and I need to buy her, a little vest and things. But mainly I wanted her to have homemade little crochet things. But if you've got anything you could recommend, any a nice little shoe pattern or something, I'd be very grateful. So let me see where I am. So I've told you about that. Now the other things, oh, I didn't tell you this. The colour that I used for her dress was this bright yellow. It's Stylecraft Special DK in the colour Sunshine, shade 1114 in Sunshine. And like I said, you used a 4.5 and a 5.5mm hook. So that was for that. Then the other thing that I was working on were the hashtag Birthstones Cal 2020. Oh, sorry, my nose is itching. Hashtag Birthstones Cal 2025, again by the lovely Litsa for Coco's Crochet. And I thought I hadn't done one of these for a while, so I thought I'd do a divine hat. And look how small that is. I won't even attempt to try that on my head. It's just a lovely, easy pattern once you know what you're doing, and once you get into it. But like I said, I had a bit of a week. I don't know what happened. I'm using Stylecraft Special Aran. So this is Aran. This is in the colour Saffron 1081. And because they recommend a 5mm hook for that. And shush, Suki, it's okay. It's okay. For the Divine Hat, it's a tutorial by Fibre Spider, but the pattern is actually by Sarah Arnold and it's free on Ravelry. But if you follow the tutorial, I just find you can get into it better. And they recommend a 6mm hook, and for the brim, a 5mm hook. That's just a bit of front post and back posts. And they recommend an Aran. But when I was looking at me, I've got the free pattern print. No, I haven't got. No, I wrote it out here. And when I looked here, it's 6mm hook, brim. I just saw that, and for some silly reason, that whole hat is done in 5mm instead of 6mm. So because of that, it's just too small. I mean, it fits my husband's head. He's got no hair, and he's got a small head. I've got a big head and quite a lot of hair, so it doesn't fit me at all. It's really tight, but it'd do for a teenager or a small-headed person. But that's to go for the the crochet along for the birthstones cowl because I'm doing beanies. And then so I wasn't too happy with that, and I thought I won't do another divine hat. I thought I'm going to look for a new pattern, and the pattern, I was searching and searching, and sometimes when you're searching for patterns and you're there for hours, aren't you, sometimes, and then you're looking at other things, or if you're looking on YouTube tutorials, or and you go off and hours have gone, haven't they? And I thought, oh, I'm wasting my time. So what I did in the end, I came across a tutorial by the Turtle Trunk, and this pattern is free on her blog, turtletrunk.com. There's also a YouTube tutorial, or there's the written pattern on Etsy, I think, and Ravelry. But it's called the Basic Ridge Beanie. She's put a pom-pom on top, but I haven't done that. But isn't that lovely? See, much nicer size. But slip stitches again. I hadn't thought that through. I thought my worst stitch of all, I think, is slip stitches. Are just glutton for punishment. But I just loved that pattern. But with the slip stitches, I think I was doing them too tight. If you keep them really loose, then you're okay. Apart from the very last one is a little bit difficult, but if you keep them quite loose, then that's the way to go. So this was a 5mm hook, and I used the same Stylecraft Special DK in Aaron in the colour saffron, and this is for the citrine. I'll perhaps try that on at the end. But this pattern, you do the rib first, and then you do a row of single crochet, then it's a 3-row repeat. And the first row, you turn, because this lovely textured bit, you had to do it on the wrong side for it to show. So and all that was one slip stitch, then in the next stitch you do half a double crochet, then a slip stitch, then half a double crochet all the way around. Then when you get back to the beginning, you chain one and you turn, so you're back on this side. Then it's one row of half double crochets, and then the third row is half double crochets in the back loop only, in the third loop, but on the tutorial she shows you, and it's really easy to find because you've done the half double crochets a row before. It's just like little lines, and really easy to find. So if you don't mind doing all that ribbing, I really recommend that, because it's so warm and nice and thick and warm and cozy. But for donations, that'll be. So that's that. And then because I mean those took ages. The little dress took ages. And I started having a bit of pain here. I think I was just doing, although I'm left-handed. I'm totally left-handed. But I think when I was younger, I think, when I was born in 1962, so years and years ago, when you're at school and you're little, they used to try putting the pen in your right hand. For some reason, they wanted you to be right-handed. So some things I can do with my right hand, like I can use scissors with my right hand, but I'm always writing with my left. But some things I can do with my right. So I seem to crochet right-handedly, but this is the hand, I just go like that, but this is the hand that I put the yarn round. I don't put my finger up. Oh goodness me, I don't hold it like this, like a grip, and do that. I hold it like that, like a pen maybe, and I just go round. So this is constantly doing that, and I've just had a pain there, so I think it was all the slip stitches. So I thought I don't want to be starting anything else, or so I thought I'm just going to get on with this. And I did show you this last week. I just made a start. It was from the Crochet Now, the latest one, which I've run through this. I got it on my playlist of all the projects. This is issue 126. Got Cassandra's little patterns, and I don't think I've ever done a garment, a wearable from here, from the magazine. I don't think I ever have, but I just love that cardigan. I love the shape of the arms, but am I going to put the collar? Because like I said last week, I'm not a lacy type of collar person, and because it won't just be for Christmas, I wasn't going to do the puddings, but I just like the stitch on the cardigan. So it's called the Winter Wishes cardigan, and it goes from size extra small to 5XL. I think I'm doing 2XL, I think. Yeah, 2. Because I got a lot of this new fashion. This is from Warcraft. New fashion double knitting, and the colour is shade 723, which is Imperial. It's 100% acrylic and 300 meters. And it's this lovely purple, but it's called Imperial, and I've got loads of those. I thought, well, excuse me. So I thought I'm using a 5mm hook, although it recommends a 4. But this is quite a thick DK. Don't know if you can tell, but what can I compare it with? Let me just. This is the Style Craft. I don't know if it'll look any different. Does it look any different? I'm not sure, but it is a little bit thicker. So that's nice. And last week I just started on the band this ribbing, all these slip stitches, but I hadn't quite finished doing those. So this is the right way. So I've done 13 rows, and this is what it's looking like. And the pattern is just in US terms, it's a single and a double, a single, then a double, single, double, single, double, all the way across. Then when you come across the other way, you do the single in the double and the double in the single. You know, it goes vice versa. Or in UK terms, it's a double and a treble, a double then a treble. Then you chain one and turn at the end. So isn't that lovely? That could be nice. So I'm not in any hurry to do it. It's just lovely to do. So that's how that's looking. So quite just nice to work on. And yeah, I'm quite liking the colour. Still got that much of the first ball, and I've got I don't know, 8. I've got loads of that. So that's how that's getting on. Like I said, I'll just do that as and when. That's the back of it, look. It just comes to the waist, and then that's another photo of it. So I'm quite looking forward to getting that done. Would be nice in red, wouldn't it, for Christmas, but I probably won't get it done for Christmas, so wasn't too worried about it being red. But if I enjoy it, I'll perhaps do it again in red. Now 29 minutes. Yes, I've done 13 rows. So is that everything? Yes, that's everything, I think. Hats and yeah, my little it looks big enough, doesn't it? nowhere near fits. Oh dear. So yeah, I'd be grateful if you got any. Maybe it's because, well, I think because I didn't use Aaron for her shoes, but maybe it's because it isn't like a proper American Girl doll. She's 18 inch, but maybe her feet. I don't know. It said something about being 2.5 inches, so I haven't measured. Maybe she's got a bigger foot, but I think probably not using Aaron was the thing. Um, so yeah, that's it for today. Oh, it's warm in here. I think we've got the heating on, and I don't think we quite needed it today. Going to see the lovely Dot tomorrow. I'll be, if she's okay. That is, I'll give it a ring later. Check she's all right for me to go. And I didn't go last week, so I was feeling a bit under the weather, but okay this week. So I'll go and see the lovely Dot. What else is on? Anything? We've got our Remembrance Day tomorrow. Got my poppy on. We have a 2 minute silence. It's the 11th of the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. We have a 2 minute silence for the brave soldiers and the fallen. We always send prayers and always have that, respect that 2 minute silence. So could well be out in the cafe, but I always do that wherever I am. I'll always do the 2 minute silence to remember all the, like I said, the fallen heroes and the brave men and ladies and horses and things. No, I don't think there's anything else on though apart from that. So I'll be back on Friday. I think we're on about week 11 of Festive Friday. Getting on quite well with my little Christmas gifts, and I know you all are as well. Got getting all your Christmas things done. That'll fly. So if you've got any nice, if you've got any things that you're making, where we all love to see what everybody else is doing, and whether it's sewing, diamond painting, knitting, crochet, felting. Felting's a thing, isn't it? I love the look of the felting when people do the little mice and things. I just think they look gorgeous. I don't know if I'd be able to do it, but I suppose it's just practice, isn't it? But perhaps might get a little felting kit at some point and just have a little go. I think it's just bodging. It's just bodging in, I think, isn't it? I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it, but I know it always, the little mice and things always look absolutely gorgeous and cute. So anyway, I'll leave you for today, and I'll be back on Friday for Festive Friday week 11. And until then, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, love each other and be kind and have the best time ever that you can, and spread love and happiness wherever you go. Always try and do that. I know I say this every week, but just try and say hello to people, even if they're not looking. I always say morning, morning. I think I'm right daft thing, but I think no, it really could cheer somebody up, and it really could make someone's day, because especially if you live on your own, you haven't got anyone to go places with, do things with. So just, I think just a little wave or a smile goes a long, long way. Just a little thing to do, but it absolutely goes a massive, massive way. So until Friday, I'll say love you all and see you soon. Bye.